What's up, Virgo? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is another Virgo channel, and this is another Virgo reading. Let's get started with a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Thank you. Keep in mind that this reading may not resonate with you. Take only what feels right and leave the rest for somebody else. I'm going to show you a little bit of Wrangler because he's looking very cute today, and I love sharing him with you guys. Thank you for loving him as much as I do. Anyway, we're going to do a what is going right in your life reading. I wanted to just tap in and channel, but every time I tap in and channel for Virgo, I'm getting something about they don't hate you, they just want to be you. And people keep comparing themselves to you, people keep like competing, and I don't know, I just don't like tapping into other people's energy when I'm trying to do Virgo's reading. So I want to see what's going right in your life. And the first thing I'm getting is that you're getting a new tarot deck, or it's time to pull out a new tarot deck, or pull out a deck that you haven't used in a while. I was specifically seeing the Light Workers Tarot, or the Light Seers Tarot, I think is what it's called. I have it, but I don't remember what it's called. It's like the Light Seers Tarot, I think is what it's called. If you have that deck, I'm hearing it's time to pull that out, or it's time to use that. That deck has messages for you, or has messages for your people who you read for. And I was also getting that some of you have been practicing tarot. You've been practicing reading for yourself, practicing reading for others, and I'm getting that that's going well, that's going right. You're doing really well, you're making progress with this practice, with this craft. All right, Spirit Angels, Ancestors, let's look into Virgo's energy. What is going right for Virgo? What is going right for Virgo? The Gemini card. Connecting to others is going well. Even if it's just little conversations here and there, you're doing amazing. You're doing really well. Meeting new people, being open to meeting new people, people stopping you on the sidewalk, stopping you at the grocery store, having conversations with people. You're doing really well with your communication, with meeting new people, communicating with people. You're doing really, really well in your community, in your neighborhood, in your environment. That's going really well. Your communication skills are top notch. And then we're seeing Jupiter as well. What's going right is your abundance. What's going right is your blessings and your luck. So keep manifesting. Keep asking. Keep asking. That's what I'm getting. Keep asking. What do you want? Keep asking for it. That's going really well too. I'm getting something about food, eating. You're eating better, or you're eating foods that you enjoy more, or your eating is getting better. Maybe some of you have struggled with disordered eating and your relationship with food is getting better. I just see a lot of food on this table. And it's almost like maybe you're doing intuitive eating, or maybe you're just letting yourself eat what brings you joy, eat the foods that you like, or eat the foods that you used to like, but you cut out for whatever reason. Tell me more about what's going right for Virgo. The King of Cups. Your self-love journey is going well. This loving yourself energy is going right. Some of you might be doing some sort of daily affirmations or daily journaling, some sort of daily self-care or daily self-love. It's going right. It's going well. It is helping you to improve the relationship that you have with yourself. Some of you might be in a relationship with a Scorpio or a Gemini, and I'm getting that that's going well, or that's going right. You guys are communicating effectively, and you guys are actually sharing your emotions and sharing your thoughts with each other, so that relationship looks like it's going really well. You guys are growing and building. Tell me more about what's going right for Virgo. The Ace of Cups. I'm getting something about water. Maybe you're drinking more water. Maybe you've like increased your water intake. Maybe you're bathing more, or you're using water for something. I was getting something about with this Pisces season, if you feel called to take 2 or 3 baths a day, or if you feel called to be in the water a lot more, do it. The hot tub, the bath, the pool, shower, the ocean, a lake, a river, whatever you can get to, whatever you're using. That makes sense because it's Pisces season, and Pisces rules water. Pisces is a water sign. So it makes sense if you're feeling more called to the water. I'm getting something about the water is very magical for you, or you're taking the water and turning it into something. You're like using the water to help you manifest. I'm also getting that you're using the water to help you cleanse and purify, which is working too. So that's going well. But there is something about loving yourself. Some of you are on a self-love journey. Some of you are on a celibacy journey. That's going really well. It's going right. You're becoming more magnetic, more attractive to what is meant for you. Tell me more. What's going right for Virgo? Three of Wands and the Hermit. Yeah, I was seeing something about you like telling yourself affirmations in a mirror, so maybe you're doing that. Maybe you're reflecting as well. It feels like you're closing chapters, or you're closing doors, you're closing cycles, and that's going really well for you. And it's setting you up for a lot of success in the future. It's setting you up for a lot of growth in the future. I was getting something about some of you maybe wanting to take a trip. You're going to get to take that trip, or you're going to get to go on some sort of trip. There might have been like a trip or some sort of event that you didn't end up getting to go to recently, and Spirit is saying it's because there's something better planned for you, or something bigger planned for you. So I am getting that you are going to get to go on that trip, but it's going to be bigger, more extravagant, more lavish, more abundant than whatever you missed out on. And that was something that I was getting to, is that you're not actually missing out on anything. You're still not missing out on anything, even if it might look that way, or even if you're seeing something on like social media or television. I'm getting it's not real, or you're not missing out on it. There's also like a screen here. So some of you might be seeing something on a screen and feeling like you're missing out. And then we're seeing the Judgment card here too, which has like more mirrors and more screens. And I'm getting that you're not actually missing out on anything. Your time is coming, and it's going to be more extravagant, more lavish, more lush and abundant than whatever you feel like you're missing out on now. So I feel like what's going well is preparation. You're preparing well. That's what's going right. You're in a period of preparation, planning, strategizing, reviewing, revising, editing. That's all going really well for you. We're seeing the Page of Wands. Your mission in this life, Virgo, is to overcome perfectionism. Your mission in this life is to not allow perfectionism to consume you, because it will never be perfect. Imperfection is what makes us perfect. And at the end of this life cycle, you're going to look back on life, and you're not going to think about all the things that were perfect. You're going to remember probably the things that weren't so perfect, probably the things that brought you joy and made you laugh and were hilarious and were heartfelt. And you're going to remember the people who made you feel loved, and you're not going to remember the perfect people. You're not going to remember the perfect situations. You're not going to remember anything that was perfect. You're going to look back on all of the imperfection at the end of this life cycle and find gratitude and love for that. So I feel like right now that's what's going well too. You're allowing yourself to be imperfect. You're allowing yourself to embrace imperfection. And I'm getting that with the Page of Wands, you're letting yourself make mistakes, because the Page of Wands is childlike energy. So some of you, you're going towards what brings you joy, and that's going really well for you. The more that you go towards what brings you joy, the better your life is, or the more that goes right for you. The more that you're able to tap into this inner child and this inner joy, the more that goes right for you. But I feel like with the Page of Wands or the Princess of Wands here, there is something about allowing yourself to make mistakes and being okay with that, because that's how we grow, that's how we learn. I'm also getting something about experimentation and trying new things. That's going right for you too. You're trying new things. You're experimenting. And that's exactly what you're supposed to do. I'm getting you'll never know if you don't try, or you'll never know if you don't go. So you're trying new things. You're experimenting. You're putting yourself in new positions. You're talking to new people, so on and so forth. And that's all going really well for you. Anything else? What else is going right for Virgo? The Nine of Cups. Oh, your heart's desires, your wishes are being granted. Literally, your prayers are being heard and answered. Your wishes are being granted. Your heart's desires are manifesting. You're already heading in that direction. I'm hearing it's already done. There's already a timeline that exists where your heart desires are manifested, where your heart's desires are fulfilled, where your wishes are granted, so on and so forth. That timeline already exists. You're just aligning to that timeline right now, and that's what's going right. You are aligning to that timeline as we speak. Everything that you're doing is aligning you to that timeline. And some of you, I literally just heard you say, I'm not doing anything. That's still aligning you to the timeline. Because if you're not doing anything, maybe there's nothing to be done, right? Virgo, you're not lazy. You're not lazy. You're hard on yourself. You're critical of yourself. You're your own worst enemy. So sometimes you project laziness onto yourself, but in reality, your body is just healing. Your body is just resting and recharging, preparing for these blessings and manifestations that are to come. So you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. For some of you who feel like you're doing nothing, maybe it's because there's nothing to be done. And when there is something to be done, you'll know, and you'll be ready, and you'll be prepared for it. So it feels like preparation is what's going right for you. Communication is going right for you. Self-love is going right for you. Experimentation, trying new things, allowing yourself to make mistakes and not be perfect is going right for you. I feel like some of you are reconnecting with your inner child. Anything else? Anything else? Wrangler's snoring, it's so funny. Sometimes I don't even notice that he's snoring, and people will tell me that he's snoring, and they'll point it out in the videos, but I don't ever notice it. I just kind of like tune it out, I guess. It doesn't bother me, it doesn't affect me in any way, but I'm listening to it right now because he's directly underneath of us, and he is snoring. He is resting. Anything else here for Virgos? What else is going right for Virgos? Or any other messages for this reading, please? 4 of Wands. You're creating a sacred space. And I'm getting that home is wherever you are. So some of you, that's what's going right. You're creating home within yourself. Or you're like finding home within yourself. I'm getting something about like clearing out the cobwebs, decluttering, selling, donating, reorganizing. Maybe you're doing that literally, or that's what's being done spiritually, mentally here. You're creating a sacred space for yourself. You're creating home within yourself so that no matter where you go or who you're around, you are home. You feel like home. But I feel like some of you might be changing homes or decorating the home. And it feels like that's what's going right too. You're creating a sacred space. You're creating a sanctuary in which none of the evil or hatred can get in. But I feel like that's what's going right for you. You're creating home from within. And I'm getting so within, so without, or as within, so without. So you're creating home within yourself, which is creating home externally too. So you're creating an environment in which you feel at home and at peace, but you're also attracting and manifesting people who feel safe and who feel home, feel like home. You're manifesting experiences that feel safe and feel like home. You're manifesting job opportunities and money that feels like home, all because you're creating home within. You're really, really creating home within yourself. You're creating stability, safety, sanctuary within yourself, which is going to be mirrored back to you externally, right? So within, so without, as above, so below. That message is coming through. Is there anything else that's going right here for Virgo? I'm getting something about writing. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. Some of you are so hard on yourselves. For some reason, I'm seeing this as a pen or like a quill even. Some of you were writers in a past life, so it comes naturally to you. I'm hearing Selena Gomez. Some of you could be Latina or Latinx. I don't know why, but that's what I'm picking up on. This Queen of Swords looks kind of Latinx, Latina to me. So that could be significant for you, but it doesn't have to be. I just feel like the writing is going well. Whatever you've been writing is going well. Maybe you're writing affirmations. Maybe you're writing in your journal just about your day, about your thoughts. Maybe you're writing music, writing stories, writing poems, writing plans. Writing. Whatever you're writing, it's going right. Whatever you're writing is going right. And I'm getting that for some of you, you're able to use the power of your pen, power of your pencil to literally manifest. Because I'm getting something about whatever you're writing down or whatever you have written down is coming in exactly as you wrote it down. But some of you are so hard on yourself and you feel like you need to review more, you need to edit more, you need to revise more. And I'm getting, no, it just needs to be complete. It doesn't need to be perfect, because whatever you write is going right. And then last message I'm getting is something about clearing out your drafts or going through your drafts. Some of you might post content, or you might just have things sitting in your computer files or sitting on your phone. And I'm getting it's time to post those, or it's time to put those out. They don't need to be revised. They don't need to be edited too much. Just it's time to put some of the things out that you've been holding on to. I think that if you've been struggling with any creative writer's block or creative block, or just not feeling motivated in any way, I think that you need to get rid of whatever you have sitting around. Whatever you have in the drafts, whatever you have stored, it's time to publish, it's time to release it, it's time to launch it, it's time to put it out there, or it's time to delete it and forget about it completely. But I feel like you need to clear up space, is what I'm channeling here. Clearing up space and posting your drafts. All right, hopefully this helped you, Virgo. I'm sending you so much love always. Take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and I will see you next time. Peace.